some truths about to come to the surface. So you could actually think there's some form of deep conversation, confession coming. I will get my purple deck when we see what's really going on. Look at all these ones about movement, but this is underneath this unexpected, caught off guard. This is about dark night of the soul. So I think, again, it's confirming both deviations. This collective, I truly think part of your questioning is if this person has had activation, but also for you, how this emotion just came up over you rapidly. So that takes us back to, I think something has truly triggered this in you. So something's come across your table to realign you to the thought of this whole situation. Remember, if they've got energy of presenting you, this collective, you're going through new energy yourself. So there would be a lot of change in you through your own cosmic healing. So I feel you felt like you had broken through a phase of maybe craving this, and I've had a few collectives here of recent that have really broken free from that obsessive phase. But again, it's like something's just ignited in you. And this is probably why you're questioning, am I feeling their energy, or is it something that I still need to work on internally? And it's funny, I put this on top of it, so it's like I was making space for that just intuitively, but I've put it underneath cosmic healing. But this collective, you do believe that expression of love is around you, that there is going to be some form of apology coming. So, such a focus right now on this whole situation. Avoidant, abandonment, age. I was going to say it before and I stopped myself. I felt like this was a younger collective. Just with this axe energy and the way it was left, it just made me feel like you were kind of connected to someone, and you yourself could have been in that energy as well, not really understanding the power of love, the sanctity of love, knowing how to treat love properly. It just made me feel this collective, maybe you haven't had many I don't want to say love lessons or experiences, but it just made me feel like this was a younger collective, but it could be the person connected to you that's younger, right? So through this avoidance, this abandonment, it was done in an immature way, clearly, but this collective, I actually feel there's something to do with age here. So in your mind, and remember, I'm going back to when I said this person just said that they weren't on the same page as you. They could have actually brought this up. They could have brought up an age difference here, or that you're not on the same pages, or it could have been something about values here. Don't make it fear, because this is underneath this row, which ties into everything you're feeling. It would make sense with the age. I always say you can't put years into someone. You can't put life lessons into people. And I find, especially with divines, one of your biggest societal issues, and you don't all embody it, but I find a huge chunk of you do, is the age difference. You're just at different stages in life when you guys first align. And I always say age gap separations, they're hard. You have to be patient. You need to kind of let that butterfly, that bird go. It's a tough one. There's a reason that came to my mind. Okay, new beginnings. Intensity. This is about love bombing, but just with the theme of this, the intense emotion that's over this collective, there could have been love bombing here, but I feel it's more how much you're focused on it. And for the right collective, that's what's making you question, is it something I need to heal, or is this person's energy around me? Especially because I think this collective, this person, you've kind of ridden that wave. I said it before, of the obsessive thinking. Okay. Just before we really see what's going on here, I just want to see what you think this person's true intention is right now. Hold on. Sorry, I did a deep clean of here yesterday, so all my decks are in different spots. You could have done that. You could have really deep cleaned your sacred space, this collective. There's a reason I just said that, like as a detail. All right, what do you think this person's intention is towards you? You've got breaking barriers. There are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I think age is one of them for this collective. And even distance maybe. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down these walls for you. That makes sense with that dark night and cosmic healing. I really genuinely feel this collective, it's not even just feeling you're a bit crazy that this person's about to come through. You've got to focus on their healing. So again, there's something that's triggered this thought pattern in the right collective. Don't make it fit. Time is ticking. So maybe you're thinking that they're going, and I just said distance. Maybe it's emotional distance you think they're going over as an obstacle. Maybe it's been a long time here that they're stressing about the time. Time is ticking. It's not this I'm trying to be, it's more like that blurb. It's not that blurb. I think this collective, you think you would be going over the time yourself. Number 9, ending cycles here. This blurb does say, I'm trying to be patient. I want you to return, and I want to return to you. Being apart from you feels like eternity. You could be seeing a lot of, like, I don't just want to say clocks. You could be seeing a lot of clocks, but maybe you've noticed the amount of like clocks or watches, or it's like this has become a sign for you and you haven't even realized, because it's such a common thing that you would see. But if you've been seeing like an influx of these, or a lot of clocks have been breaking, or you've bought a new watch, or there's a reason I'm hearing this, that I feel it's like there's a sign being presented to you, but you're not taking notice of it because it is so common. I think the universe is trying to show you something here about divine timing. Or you've just had alarms going off, like really, like unexpectedly. I'm hearing that specifically. Okay, free will, but you do think this person, this is really about not wanting to feel caged and making their own decisions in life. So even though you feel this person is going over the time here and how long it's taken, and they're probably stressing about it and wanting to break barriers, you clearly think this person does reflect on maybe feeling caged in this relationship, or maybe, you kind of really wore the pants in this relationship. It's a, what you think when this person does think of this, they also go over maybe how, unfortunately, they kind of lost themselves. They adapted themselves a lot to your needs and wants in this relationship. I want to be able to make my own decisions and not feel bound by our connection nor other people's opinions. And opinions clearly a barrier. This collective, you would know that this person kind of lost themselves in this connection. And that it's kind of a fear for them. What you think. Okay, one more. I want one for underneath time is ticking. One more. Attached. Okay, so you could think that they think you're attached, or even them, that they've got karmic energy, karmic responsibilities that also stop them. 9th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 9th, and 29 could be an important number as well. All right. just before we get into what's really going on, I just want to see what the universe just wants you to surrender to, because I keep seeing that intuition. I feel this collective, that's something you need to work on, trusting your deep instincts and intuition. Fear, it's the fear that comes over you, so you need to clear out your root right now, and your solar, you need more confidence. So they're telling you, surrender to the fear. Don't focus on it. Trust yourself. Let go of fearful stories you keep telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. I always say this is the perfect time to grab your pen and paper, your little journal, and start writing down everything you're feeling. So once this emotional trigger subsides, which it normally takes about 3 or 4 days, I always tell you guys, when something severe like this comes over you, write. Because when it does subside, and after you do this time and time again, you start to teach your brain, if you know it or not, that this emotion that comes over you, it's like a roller coaster. It comes and goes in waves. So you write it in the trigger, and then once you've released the trigger a few days later, rewrite your emotion, and you start to see how it's your old belief system, especially of this collective fear of what comes next, how it can just trap you in these stories, these fearful stories. Let go of fear. Oh, I already read it. You need more confidence in yourself, this collective. Rest and sleep. So maybe you haven't been sleeping properly of recent. Maybe you've been having a lot of vivid dreams. Maybe you're getting up a lot, sporadic points of the night as well. Maybe you're working too hard. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep and rejuvenation of your mind, body, soul, and spirit. This is important for this collective. So you might even have moments through the day or all day, you're just feeling really kind of tired and drained, but when it gets to sleep time, it's like maybe you can get to sleep quite easily, but it's that true restful deep sleep maybe you're really struggling with right now, which means there's so much going up here internally. I don't want to say 9 of Swords. I don't think you're in insomnia, but it's clearly been a struggle for you of recent. Believe in who you are, how magical you are. That's what I'm feeling. This collective, you don't trust yourself enough. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of our life. Remember that you are a magical being with uniqueness and a worth that just comes from being you. That's the card I was seeing. It's this. Tune into your inner voice. Beware of gut feelings, flashes, and aha moments. So you did get a gut feeling, an aha moment, and I always say true intuition, that's what it is. It's a flash, right? But then people start to think it's the overthinking, the over fixation, that is your intuition. So whatever came over your table that triggered that flash of that knowing within that you're sitting in right now, that is your intuition. But again, you started overthinking, and then you're going over the time, and then you're going over this, and you're starting to question everything. Another thing, pen and paper, those moments you have that flash, that's when you write it down. You date it, you time it. And by the time you finish writing it down, your overthinking already takes over. This collective, you've got to start trusting this. You're clearly so powerful. And I think this collective, you know you're powerful, but this situation, because you don't have the answers, it's like you forget who you truly are and your fear takes over. So right now, right collective, you need to, every time you're feeling something like this, remove it. Do something that you love doing that creates positivity. You need to try and focus on really resting your body right now, especially your mind. So writing and journaling would be perfect for you, and things that you love doing. I always say a meditative state, some people soar in meditation, but some people struggle with it. Just do something that clears your thought pattern. Let it be art, let it be walking, let it be crochet, let it be reading a book, let it be whatever it is. These moments, you need to clear your thought pattern and not fixate. And remember who you truly are. You're clearly very gifted. Okay.